the table, so that probably went through the stream. Is it live, Assassin?
Twitch is loading. YouTube says starting soon.
Okay. Oh, Zaz is in. Hello?
Yeah, driving while doing it, that's what ingenuity is.
Oh, dude, if you want, you can wait till you get home. It's not a big deal.
Oh, no, I'm bored anyway.
Oh, my
Is
God.
the audio quality fine, or is it bad?
It's good enough. Let's roll with it.
If it's good enough, then it's good enough for me. I'll have to take a 5-minute break to get everything set up when I get home, but that'll be like 15 minutes from now.
Yeah, that's fine. We just went live, so let me just fix all this stuff, and then I'll run out a little intro video. Can you hear us?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Nice. All right.
Well, you at least. Nobody else has spoken yet, but...
Assassin, say something, bud.
Say something.
Yeah, Assassin, say something. Be helpful. Come on.
It's live on YouTube, if that's what you guys are wondering.
Good.
Yeah, all right.
I'll let you guys know that I'm foregoing catching a lot of Pokemon for this call.
Oh, we will make mention of Pokemon Go in just a second.
Yes, Pokemon Game of the Year.
Assassin? Well, we'll wait to get into that. Wait to get into that. Let me just resize this right here. All set. All right, let me run our intro video.
Welcome to the Four Guys with Quarters show. With your hosts Inferno, Assassin, and Clowns.
Just resize this right here. All right, everyone. Welcome to the Four Guys with Quarters podcast, episode 95 for July 7, 2016. We have an interesting setup here at the moment, but sure to say it will be getting a little bit better in probably like 20 minutes, right, Zaz?
Give or take. I mean, the phone's working for me right now. I might just roll with it.
Nice. All right, well, I'm Inferno 217. We've got three other gentlemen here this evening with us. We've got making his 95th straight appearance, ZPCI Assassin. What's up?
Hi.
We've got, as you heard in the car, Captain Zazma, also known simply as Zaz now on Xbox.
Yeah.
What's up, Zaz?
On my drive home, you guys are catching me at my prime.
There we go. And we've got Italian Clowns, as always. What's up, Clowns?
What's up?
And we are ready to talk about probably like 7 topics. They're kind of quickies this week. Nothing really too serious in terms of news. A couple big things, but other than that, nothing too serious. So let's just get right into it. We'll talk about the first thing, probably the biggest thing in our minds, not necessarily in the realm of gaming, but in our minds, definitely the biggest thing this week. The Red Dead Redemption is finally backwards compatible as of tomorrow, right? 7/8/2016. We'll be able to play Red Dead Redemption on the Xbox One. What do you guys think? You guys excited?
Yes.
And the DLC is currently free, you said?
Yes, except Undead Nightmare.
Everything except Undead Nightmare is currently free on the store. So go ahead and make sure you pick that up if you're looking to play Red Dead backwards compatible. But Zaz, you were starting to say something. What are your thoughts on this coming back?
I don't know why I'm excited for it, but I am, because it's like, okay, I have like 2 separate copies of Red Dead I could just plug into another machine on another TV, but this is just going to allow me to be lazy and not have to do that. So that's what I'm really excited for.
There you go.
A little bit upset about the Undead Nightmare, though. I mean, in honesty, like, I don't know what I was expecting. I don't know why I have to be greedy and hope it was free, but, you know.
Maybe at some point they'll have a big sale on it. I'm actually kind of surprised if they knew this deal was going to happen. If they knew the backwards compatibility rather was going to happen, why didn't they throw that in the Ultimate sale?
Yeah.
It is in there.
Oh, it is?
$7.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh, I thought it wasn't. I thought I skimmed it. Maybe I skimmed it too quickly. Yeah. All right, $7 for the Undead Nightmare. So I think that's worth it, right? I mean, you guys have played that before, haven't you?
But yeah, it was the
Oh, yeah.
best I think add-on pack that I've ever played of anything DLC wise. I would say.
Yeah, I thought that was amazing. That one was really good. And yeah, if you already own the game, then it's only $7 to get you in on
Oh,
as
wait.
uh,
The DLC or the full game? I was saying about the full game, $7.
DLC assassin. DLC.
My bad.
Oh my
DLC is
gosh, I was
10 or
I-
20 or whatever.
I was gonna say I didn't see it on that list, so there's no way. All right, yeah.
The
So
DLC's 10.
for,
So.
forget
Aw.
it. Well, $10. I mean, even at $10, it's honestly worth it. So definitely go out and grab that. The game is only $7, which is incredible. So I mean, I have a disc copy floating somewhere around here. I don't know where the hell it is, but I may just pick it up digitally just because I'm lazy.
Yeah, right. $7 for laziness is a good conversion. Like
Absolutely.
that's the American dream.
Just don't buy a PS4 for it because it's not on there.
Oh wow, shots
Bully
fired.
is. There you go.
But what is?
Bully.
Oh, but Bully, yes. Go get your Bully action. Another Rockstar game that didn't do too well for that company. Clowns, what do you have to say about this? We haven't heard from you.
Oh my god, this game is awesome. On my old account, I beat this game and I 100% all the achievements.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
And now I get to redo it all over again because that account went bye-bye.
Right. So there you go. It's like playing it all over again, getting all those
Absolutely.
cheapos. Yeah. Brilliant game. It's honestly a brilliant game. If you're a Rockstar person, if you're a huge fan of GTA, you've never played Red Dead, you've never heard of Red Dead, which is surprising if you haven't. But if you haven't given it a try, I would very, very highly recommend it.
Such a great story too. I mean, like it's so in depth if you follow the story.
Absolutely. And there's a ton of stuff to do. There's a ton of extra stuff. It's not quite as in-depth as GTA 5. Granted, it came out before GTA 5. But, I mean, it's a substantial scale. And for $7, you're really going to miss out if you don't grab it, honestly. I mean, $7. People spend $7 on, like, Soda Drinker Pro and other crappy indies. Soda Drinker Pro actually may be more. I think that may be like $10.
Yeah, it's 10.
See, there you go. I mean, Red Dead Redemption backwards compatible or Soda Drinker Pro. I mean, let's just be real.
So if you're thirsty for a new game, just get Red Dead. I mean, you see what I did there? Thirsty?
Yeah,
Soda
but Red
Drinker Pro.
Dead doesn't have bonus soda.
Oh Jesus, man, that game is terrible, dude.
It's got like cards and beer, I think, in Red Dead.
Yeah.
There you go.
And
Yeah,
horses.
Liars Dice. I was on Reddit perusing the Xbox One subreddit, and I happened to notice that people are already forming like groups, and they're like, when clubs come, we want to form a club for Liars Dice and poker on Red Dead. I'm just like, oh my.
I love that. I mean, are you guys gonna because I know I was a absolute massive fan of that game. I think I put more time into that than any Rockstar game.
Oh
present.
yeah,
Are you guys gonna be on co-op with me? I'm hoping.
absolutely, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll just kill everything in our sight.
I'm gonna play
That's
the crap out of some Liars Dice.
Yes, Liars Dice and poker I enjoyed very thoroughly. What was the other one? The finger stab thing. What was that? What did they call that again?
It wasn't. Was it something fillet?
I think it was 5-finger fillet.
5-finger fillet. Yeah, I played that a couple times. I didn't get the achievements on that. That's the one I didn't get the achievements on. She-Wolf in the chat wants to know, Assassin, are you excited? Why are you excited about this game? Can you give some specific reasons? The public wants to hear your beautiful voice.
Well, the zombie DLC, I mean, let's be honest. You get that fire horse. I mean, that thing is amazing, except unless you're me and accidentally shoot it in the head by accident and it never comes back. I mean, the main story is, amazing. I mean, it's something totally different than we're used to these days, No future crap. And
Yeah. I mean, it was really refreshing when this game came out. It did have a predecessor that didn't do as well, and then this one came out, and they kind of put the GTA spin on it, kind of did what Rockstar does best, so to speak. And this one really is, that gameplay that everyone likes out of GTA, except in an era that you're exactly what you're saying, Assassin. Like in an era that is rarely visited, and if it is, it's not done well. And this one just did it so well. It got people into, like the Wild Wild West that weren't even into that kind of stuff. So
In the multiplayer, could you tie up actual players, or is that just in single player?
Zaz, do you know?
That was a good question because I've tried it and I can't remember how it went. If you could actually tie people up, I know you could lasso them and drag them, which
Yes.
was hilarious.
Yes.
But
Oh, I didn't know you
I
could do
can't
that.
remember. Yeah,
Careful,
I think
Saz.
one time I dragged somebody into a den of wolves and left them there and watched the outcome. So that was a good game. Chalk it up to a good game.
Yeah, no, I would just lasso him and then like pop him in the head. Honestly, that's exactly
Either
what
way.
Yeah.
Let's put it on the train tracks.
Nice.
Train come
Yeah, so I mean, it's safe to say I think everybody who is an Xbox One gamer that had a 360 that remembers the good days of Red Dead, I think pretty much everyone's excited for this. I mean, we saw reports of Amazon, 7,000% increase in sales, which isn't actually accurate.
I thought it was like 30,000 increase in sales.
Was it? No, I think it was because when they said 30,000, that arrow, it says like up and it says 7 or 30,000 or whatever it was. I mean, that's not sales. That's just like sales rank. So technically, that could only be like 100 sales, or it could be 100,000 sales. No one knows.
Well, they sold out. They had to go to a third party.
Yes. Yes, but granted, how many copies of Red Dead Redemption do you think they actually have, like new copies,
I don't know. People could trade them in for money. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, if you can get your hands on a used copy, I'd say do it. I mean, $7 for a digital copy, it's probably going to be cheaper to buy the digital copy anyway. So, I mean, you people should definitely do it. 4Guys highly recommends it. Anything else about this? I mean, what else is there to say? It's Red Dead Redemption, for God's sakes. Like, what else was there in Red Dead?
You can skin animals and take their fur.
Yeah, hunting. The whole hunting courses.
Whole hunting, yeah, hunting, the all the like hunting, picking flowers and stuff, which was really interesting to me. Like, I don't know why, but I was kind of into that, even though I am a very manly man. I was interested in the flower picking for some reason.
It was like picking a cactus, so that makes it better.
There you go. I think it's because every time I was picking like this one flower or whatever it was that was in like the snowy area, there'd always be that bear that I'd have to like bitch fight with. That achievement where you had to like slay a bear with a knife and stuff.
Oh my gosh, dude. That took me forever. I had to use like 5 Molotov cocktails on that thing first. The worst achievement.
So yeah, Red Dead Redemption coming back to Xbox One. Not really much more to say about it, I don't think. But yeah, so I guess we shall move on. Go pick it up, people. It's cheap and it's an awesome game. Xbox Next in the YouTube chat says, I bought it used a few months ago for PS3. It was $17. Wow, that's rough. That's rough. I mean, it's cheaper now. I mean, who knew this was going to happen? Yes, they accidentally leaked it or whatever, but...
this isn't the first time Red Dead's been on sale. It was on sale like 4 or 5 months ago for about $7 as well. That's
Really?
when I actually picked it up digitally. Yeah, because I knew it was coming to backwards compatibility. I was like, man, I can't wait to get all the achievements all over again.
Yeah, and it's kind of like, well, maybe you would expect this because it was such a popular game, and Microsoft did open up that voting system for what games the public really wanted to get backwards compatible. So like people would say, okay, yeah, it was coming, but yeah, it's kind of rough to buy it on PS3, especially if you have an Xbox One, and you kind of could. The writing was kind of on the wall, especially when they. How long was that ago? Like a month or so, or 2 months when they accidentally released it.
It was longer than that.
Yeah, I think it was longer than a month too. Actually, my first inclination was 2, but I wasn't sure. I didn't want to sound like a dumbass. But But yeah, a few months ago when all that hoopla about they accidentally released it, and then people on Twitter said that you get your account banned if you played it, and blah blah blah, and all that nonsense. But so writing's been on the wall for a couple months, but now it's coming tomorrow.
It's here. Go get your cowboy hat, put on your boots, and let's play some Red Dead.
That's right, baby. That's right, and we'll be on there. So remember to add all of us, including Zaz, on Xbox if you're interested in playing some Red Dead co-op. All right, probably the next biggest story, but not the one we're most interested in personally, but definitely bears mentioning is the Evolve stuff, right? You guys are all familiar with Evolve and how it's now free to play on PC, not on console, and they changed a bunch of stuff. Did you guys check that out?
Yeah. They were talking to Bear Claw and I in Twitter for a little bit.
Yeah, so I mean, so you seem like you were pretty engaged on that, Clown. So what is your opinion on the fact that now it's free to play on PC? They've changed a lot of things, to make it more approachable, maybe to get people back into the game. But on console, we're still paying $20 for the standard edition, up to $60 even for, a limited edition of the game that isn't going to get us much of anything extra at this point.
I mean, first off, it's a bitter feeling for console owners. I'm going to say that. It is bitter feeling because we bought the Premier Edition or whatever you call it, so it's a little bitter. However, I can understand where the company is coming from. I believe it's Turtle Rock Studios, but what they're coming from, they don't want the game to die. I mean, they put so much work into this game, so much love, and I mean, they did kind of mess it up with some DLC paywalls and stuff, and the game's like died out. And all those people that were cheated to get to the top of the leaderboards as well.
Nice.
Yeah, we know those people very well.
We certainly do.
But yeah, I mean, I think this is going to bring players back into it and people to try it that never played it before.
Mm-hmm.
And if it does well on the PC, Turtle Rock's saying that it will go on consoles for free, and anybody who bought the game previously will get the Founders Pack. Whatever that means, I don't know what they're going to include in it. But I hope it's more than just like a couple DLCs.
Yeah, I'm checking out. Like, I see that founder status you just made reference to, and it says they've detailed it, but I haven't seen a lot of that. Honestly, I haven't seen a lot of what's in it, even though they said they've detailed it on the post of, on 2K's site. They posted what's included in Stage 2. They want people to know, what are they gonna get now in the free-to-play thing. Is it going to be really bare bones? Are they going to get a bunch of stuff? Are they going to get stuff they already own, Evolve from a year and a half ago? I haven't found anything about that Founders stuff. Have you, Assassin or Zaz? Have you heard anything about that?
There was a article, Game Informer interviewed them or whatever, and if I read it right, people who bought it get all the DLC that's out now for free. They get like 3,000 silver or whatever. That's their microtransactions.
Yeah, the silver keys. Yep.
Then you get like some emblems and stuff, and then they're gonna still constantly, not maybe every month, but once in a while, they're still gonna give you stuff.
Oh, okay. All right. So I mean, that's fair for people who bought the $20 version, but I saw some good points people were making. What about the $60 version? Especially if you're buying it like recently. If you're saying, oh, I didn't know about this Evolve game. Now I just found it, and I'm gonna pick up that $60 digital version. And you paid $60 for a premium version that isn't so premium anymore.
That's what we call parents who don't do research on video games.
That's true. I mean, that's a fair point. People have to do their research, especially if you're getting into it this late in the game. I do really, really feel bad for people who bought it maybe 8 months ago.
Thank you. That makes me feel a little bit better.
But yeah, I mean, if you're buying Evolved, the premium editions of Evolve, the more expensive versions, like today or yesterday, I don't know what you're doing. Probably should have done some research. Zaz, what do you think about all this?
As far as it goes, them retooling, I'm really happy about, because this was a game whenever I saw it a couple of E3s ago, I wanted it to be so engaging and replayable, and then of course when we got it, it wasn't exactly all that. So as far as succeeding goes, I actually have been wanting this game to succeed, so hopefully it does well on the PC so we get free to play. because I did not buy it, so I'm fine in that area.
Right.
But yeah, I want it to do. I mean, I want it to do well. I wanted it to be a good game. It seemed really engaging in that sort, but whatever happens with it, I guess, at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you on that, man. Like from the E3 stuff, I was really hoping it was going to be awesome. It was winning awards left and right. We get it home, and it was like a running simulator. Like it was awesome. We were thinking, okay, let's 4v1, let's jump on, work as a team, chat in the party chat, all that stuff. Really unique FPS take on on cooperative gameplay in a new way that we really hadn't seen. That started a trend even of this 4v1, 3v1, like the monster versus the hunters or whatnot. We've seen that in a few other games, but the execution just wasn't good. It was just so much running. That's what I remember from the game from back in 2015. It was just all we seemed to do whenever we played was run for like 20 minutes. And
yeah, right. I remember a no comfortable middle ground either. I remember either you caught the monster at evolution stage 1 and it couldn't survive immediate death, or you caught it at stage 3 and it was impossible to beat it.
Yes.
Like that's all I remember was no balancing. Like there was no way to really get a grip on that.
Yes. And Assassin, maybe you can chime in here because I'm not really too familiar with all the names. I know you and Clowns played it a lot more than I, but there was a specific monster that was around that was pretty OP at the beginning and caused a lot of frustration. What was...
I think it was the Wraith.
The Wraith, right, the Wraith. So, I mean, there was a lot of balance. I mean, there was... Number one, it came out and wasn't as cool as it seemed at E3. So it already was like, getting some negative press. 2, people played it, got it home, played it, we're all hyped, and then it was a running simulator like we've just described. And the thing that Zaz just said about getting the monster at level 1, you kill him pretty simply. You get him at level 3, you're screwed. And then, there just wasn't enough new stuff. They didn't fix it fast enough. It seems like that's a trend these days, and it sucks. But at least they're fixing it now, and they're making it free to play. It's just I really want this to come to consoles. It kind of sucks that it comes to PC only. I understand in beta form, but...
let's kill the elephant in the room here.
Yes,
I know
please
why
do.
Assassin is looking very doom and gloom right now. It's because he sold his PS4, and he's sad if this goes free to play on PS4. I can see it in his face. He's sad.
What? Please make sense.
That's a lot of sense right there.
No.
Well, I'm kind of excited about this going to free to play on PC because I just bought me a GTX 1070 today, and
no one cares about that game on PC.
And I'll be running this on the PC for sure.
I will blow up your computer. Just
Assassin's on a roll today.
So before we get off this topic, so Stage 2 beta is what it's called. It's on PC right now. It's on Steam. We talked about the silver keys, so microtransactions galore, of course. There's going to be a weekly free character rotation, so you can test out some of the hunters that you haven't unlocked right from the get-go, or you haven't paid silver keys for. And now I guess they're adding a lot of customization options for the hunters, so you can customize with skins and stuff. Is that right, Assassin?
I'm not too sure about that one. I know, like, the camos that, are available now, which got a lot of hate on day one, you have an option to actually get them, so.
Gotcha. I thought it was something new. After reading this, I thought it was something new. Granted,
it might be something new, too, but I just know about those camos that they said you could. There was an option to actually not spend money.
Gotcha. Yeah, and just to clarify, like, you don't have to spend money for any of the stuff. Like, any of the characters, everything you can unlock in this game, you don't have to spend any money for. Which isn't necessarily true in a lot of these, pay-to-win scheme free-to-play games. But this one, they're actually letting everything be unlocked. So, I mean, that's pretty cool in and of itself. Everyone's back to level 1. That kind of sucks. Yeah, some map redesigns. They're taking out, like, 4 of the game modes that were in the original game. Did you see that?
No, but I hope they keep that game mode that was... what was it? It was like a little campaign.
They're not.
Okay, good.
Defend, nest, rescue, and evacuation. All those are gone. So, All right, anything else to say about Evolve before we move on? It's here, people. Go play it on PC. Can't play it on console, which sucks, but... Anything? No? No?
No.
We're out of here. We're out of here off Evolve. All right, next topic. I know. I just want to make this announcement mid-show so that we don't lose anyone and everybody who's watching actually gets to see this, but... we're going to have like a Pokemon Go special episode where the whole episode we're going to talk about Pokemon Go. Because this game is like really taken off everywhere, actually. This is a worldwide thing. We want to increase our worldwide scope. We want to not seem so like pro Xbox and anti-Nintendo, because in honesty we're really not. Like, the reason we come off maybe as anti-Nintendo is because you know, me and Clowns especially, and Assassin's first console was a 64, so I mean, like, we were all pro Nintendo people, and we think it sucks that Nintendo has taken the turn for the worse. It's not that we like have this deep-seated hate for Nintendo, you know. So Assassin, you want to rebut that a little bit?
I was gonna say, so what you're saying is for the next podcast, we're all gonna have to get GoPros and find Pokemon?
No. It's not the next book.
Ooh, that's an idea.
That is an idea.
That's a good idea.
Zaz, can you wear a GoPro while driving and find Pokemon?
I can easily do that.
Nice.
If I can't do that, then I'm not doing my job right.
Yeah, so we're going to do that. I don't know if it's going to be next week and maybe the week after. I want to give some people the opportunity to collect some Pokemon or whatever. We're going to have a bunch of people on. We're probably going to have like 6 people on for this one. So we'll get a special episode to talk a lot about this game, because it's really like, because this is honestly just Ingress, right? I mean, has anybody played Ingress?
No.
Sadly, no.
It's the same thing. Google like kind of, what's the company that makes this? What is it?
Niantic?
Niantic, yeah. So Niantic is this company that made this game called Ingress, where it was like the same idea. You walk around with your phone open, you use the GPS, you hack these towers and stuff, and you collect these orbs to give you more hacking power and put up defenses at towers and stuff, and everyone could walk around and hack your tower and all this. And so like it's essentially the same thing, but now it's with Pokemon, so it's approachable to everyone, and everyone has a smartphone these days, so... You know, it's definitely like a really cool use of the tech, and a lot of people are loving it, right? I mean, Zaz, you've been dabbling a little bit with it, right?
I am loving it. I mean, let's just say that I did almost walk into like 4 different people and or objects today while I was playing it, which is fine. I don't care.
Exactly. I mean,
like,
you're gonna
it's
see
part
that.
of the experience. So, okay, so... Did you get to look around your office for any Pokemon like we were talking about earlier?
No, because the servers were down today. I couldn't get logged
servers
in.
were off and on. So I go on my lunch break and I go up to the mall just to see, because I knew there was going to be Pokemon there. It turns out my mall is a gym, so that's cool. But no joke, this is like a movement now. I could pick out about 8 people around that mall holding their phones the same exact way playing Pokemon. I heard people talking about it. I had conversations with about 2 different store employees talking about that you could find Zubats in the PacSun.
Nice.
And stuff like that. I mean, they had it's a pretty great, like, you're right, like, nobody tried Ingress. Like, this is the perfect medium.
Yeah.
This is like very, as much as Assassin doesn't want it to be, very revolutionary on a gaming standpoint. Like, this is really cool. Did you try it yet, Assassin?
No, but I can see an issue. Like, I haven't tried it, but what if there's like a Pokemon in like the girls' bathroom? Like, you can't obviously go get it.
Well, you're just gonna have to like huddle up against the door and grab it.
Yeah,
man.
it's got a range. I mean, you got like a
Okay.
30-foot range.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
why
I didn't
haven't
know
you
that.
tried it yet?
Because
Do you not want to feel
Yeah,
joy?
no, Assassin, you have to grab it, bro. You have to.
Think about all the possibilities of socializing and getting out in the world and meeting people. I had real conversations with strangers. Think about what that could do.
There's just gonna be, Assassin, you're gonna like go to these areas and just see people looking down at their phones, like looking for Pokemon and shit.
That's a good way to get Assassin out there.
Yes,
That's
yes.
what we're saying. Like, you never know where this game could take you. You might be talking to people looking for the same Doug trio.
I got an idea. We need to talk to Jay and Rob and see if they can do a documentary on Assassin with Pokemon Go collecting all the Pokemon.
I would watch the crap out of that.
Yes.
Who makes it? 'Cause I searched it on my phone and
It's
there's like,
Niantic, Niantic or TEC.
okay.
Just search
I-
for Pokemon Go, bro.
Yeah,
I
I
would
searched
watch
it
that
and
so
there was like
quick.
6 different options.
It's the one with the Pokeball on it.
Yeah, I got
With
it, I
the
got
stars. You got it. See, now you got it. You can feel some joy in your life.
There you go.
No,
From this
I
game.
gotta say something about this though. There's something that really upsets me with Niantic, and I think they're kind of lazy. They didn't update the code for iOS 10 developer preview, and thanks to a good friend that I know at Apple who gave me developer preview on my iPhone for iOS 10, this game does not work with it. So I immediately complained to Niantic.
Good. Yeah, that's what you got to do because they probably have no idea. They're probably like, oh, shit, well, I didn't even think of that, which is pretty silly because a lot of people do run like these experimental softwares now on their phone, but
Yeah, there's probably a slew of fires that they gotta put out before they even focus on that too, because there's kind of some issues with it right now
yeah.
with
yeah.
the server quality.
The servers, I mean, shit.
Here's the thing though, Zaz, like if I load this up on iOS 10, and you know how you see like your little character like walking around as you
Yeah.
walk around? Mine stands in place no matter how far I walk or drive. He's just like standing there like,
Oh,
hello.
Your
Hello.
GPS is like,
Yeah, it's not grabbing the GPS.
and
on
you
the
check
iOS
your
10.
GPS permissions.
yeah.
Obviously, I'm sure you did. That's not even a question for you. That was a
Right.
question for me.
You know what? I hope Niantic doesn't mind, but I'm about to rip this thing apart and recode it myself. I hope they don't mind.
Oh, I think they will mind actually. Yeah, I think they're
Try
gonna.
to
I hope
bit.
not. Can I do that, please, Niantic? Send me a NDA release so I can do it.
There you
Throw
go.
Digimon in there too while you're at it. Just mix up the whole bunch.
There we go.
I was thinking about putting Assassin in there as well. Find Assassin, you get like 10 Pokemon for free.
Yeah.
You need like an oversized Master Ball to catch Assassin because he's like 6'5". He's got like size 15 feet.
I don't want anyone to throw balls at me. I'm sorry.
All right, and with that, we just wanted to announce this. This kind of got off track, but it's all good. Pokemon Go, we're gonna have a special episode. Zaz will, I'm sure, be on it.
Oh, definitely. I love this game more than anything right now.
So
Even ESO?
Huh?
Even ESO?
ESO, like, I don't socialize with people on that. Like,
Well, you
I'm talking
can.
to real people now. This is just a human
it's-
experiment.
It's getting you guys out of your comfort zones, huh?
Yeah, I had to walk in almost a bad neighborhood today.
oh,
You know, I gotta say this though, and I want to say it first. This game is creative marketing at its best because they could actually land like landslides marketing deals with this thing, like catch a specific Pokemon at Burger King at like lunchtime. Or
yes,
something.
oh, of course,
Yeah, right.
Good
So-
point.
Yeah. And I don't know if you, well, I'm sure you've gotten some hands-on with it really well, Inferno. Clowns, did you get really any good hands-on, or is your GPS so screwed up you can't play it at all?
I did things to catch the Pokemon that I wasn't supposed to, just because I wanted to play it. So we'll say
well.
that I have a little bit of experience on it. Yeah, so you can
Like,
say that.
with every app game, though, like, I am so happy with the fact that this isn't locked behind this glaring paywall.
Yes, yes.
Like, I mean, if you just walk around and have you been to a Pokemart yet, Inferno? Have you tried it?
No.
They respawn and restock in 5 minutes. So if you're in the same place, you can keep hitting it up. It's not a once daily thing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so they don't paywall any of your Pokeballs, basically. Like, I started with like 50 and now I have like 85 just from today.
Oh, nice.
I'm
Not
so happy
fair.
about that.
I
I'm
got
so
3.
happy about
I
that.
got 3.
How did you lose that many?
No, and I'm saying I only have 3 Pokemon on the thing because
Oh.
the GPS is broken.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, I'm really happy with that they could have done the piece of crap move, given you your 10 free Pokeballs, then be
Yes.
like, okay, it's $1 per, now do this. No, they're really, and I mean, aside from the servers being broken, this is already a really addicting game, and this is basically like first build of this thing.
Right.
So it's just going to evolve.
Yep.
Pun.
Yeah. Evolve, yeah. Pun intended, for sure. Assassin, you get it? Yep, you liked it. Come on, I saw that little smirk. You liked it.
Neither
That's what-
confirm or deny it.
I'm sorry. Okay, so it's not good timing anymore, but I did write a joke about it.
Okay, go ahead.
Because I'm like, okay, so I was driving today, and
nobody do this because it was almost accident inducing, but just for funsies, I threw on the Pokemon app to see what was around and everything. Every church I drove past was
Yes.
a Pokemart, which
Yep.
I thought was funny because they're pretty against evolution.
Right. Yes.
Wrote it this
Nice.
morning, and I was like, let's land it, and then I missed my opportunity because I forgot I wrote it until right now. So I'm sorry, guys. My comedic timing's off today.
A little bit, but we'll allow it. That was good.
I wrote it so well too, and then I forgot everything. Like I wasn't prepared, like the dummy that I am. Come on.
Nice. All right, I'm sure we'll get more coverage of this during our special episode because we could talk about this for at least an hour. So, and we probably right. I mean, we
talk about it forever.
We plan on talking about this for a long time, so definitely come back for that episode. We'll announce that on Twitter, so make sure you're following us on Twitter, twitter.com/4GwQPodcast. If you are not, definitely follow us, because that's where you get our announcements and stuff, and that's where you get opportunities to actually be featured on the show. We have like community responses and stuff to some questions we ask and all that stuff, so do it up. All right, back to the meat and potatoes of this week. Something Assassin I know wants to really talk about. Battlefield 1 has a closed alpha that was just opened up for console players. It's been around for probably like a week now, I would say, for PC people. But for console, it is now available. A lot of people that we know, unfortunately not me, and I don't think anyone on this panel, got an update to, got an invite to the Battlefield 1 alpha. It was closed, but now it is open. The NDA has been lifted by EA just so that they can get people to stream it, make it popular as if it needs the help, right? But Assassin, yeah, tell us what you've thought. I mean, you haven't played it, but you've watched a ton of stuff about it now that NDA has been lifted.
Too much.
Yeah, so yeah, tell us what you think. What do you like about it? Maybe what you don't like. Anything.
I think the game looks amazing. I mean, it's not futuristic, obviously, so, I mean, give it props for them. The maps, the map, they've only showed one. It, just looks gorgeous with the new, or the Frostbite, whatever. But, I have a concern, I think Zaz has said this. A lot of people are running the Assault class, which is more damage dealing to, like, tanks and stuff. Like, they'll have an anti-tank gun, stuff like that, which is all fully automatic weapons. Which, I don't see people using the medic, which is like the DMRs or, snipers. Everyone, those have special places, but then you might not see many people on the LMG class, but because everyone wants their SMGs. But what I've been hearing is, like, with the SMGs, like, your first bullet is the most accurate, and you go on, your bullet spread goes away, and then LMGs are different. So I feel like people are going to kind of go to both of them, but I don't see people going to the medic as much anymore, which is, you need that, in this type of game. But, other than that, the tanks seem like they last pretty decent. You don't die as quick as, like, other games, and
well, because you also got to consider that now they've added the ability for the driver to self-repair.
Oh yeah, that is probably the best thing, and like one of the best things is a dedicated tank or pilot class, because it eliminates the people getting out. You repair the tank and someone steals it, or you die and then someone steals it, and then they have all your tanks.
Right.
Like, that is a total bitch to play on when there's like 6 tanks lining up, having a tea party, and you're just like, oh, I can't kill you now.
Yeah, so they've definitely made some really good changes to stuff, to the tank gameplay for sure. Like that stuff you've mentioned is absolutely like the best that they could have done. Like, how many times you go in like a Battlefield 3 or 4 map and like the enemy team has every tank, they're spawn pinning you. You can't even spawn in tanks because they have them, that kind of thing. Now, like, you can spawn tanks at points. Like, if you have points in Conquest, you can just spawn a tank there.
Yeah.
stuff like that. Just little things that people have been complaining about that EA has actually, flipped the script, kind of gone against their reputation, and they're actually doing things for the people for once now. So, like they got such a terrible reputation before, and even with like Battlefront, they have a terrible reputation. But for Battlefield, with Battlefield 4 and with this, it seems like they've done a lot to, to get the respect of people and to make people know that they're listening and they want to make the game better. This isn't just like a World War One reskin of Battlefield 4. So, Zaz, you have some thoughts on this? Assassin was saying.
Yeah. So I did. I mean, when you sent me the topics this morning, I actually did a lot of alpha watching, and really, it was like. It was either disappointment on the way the person played or like super excitement on the way the person played. So I saw a lot of things that I was kind of against. Like I saw one guy who was managing to quick scope, which is lame, but the snipers kind of do have to be like a lot more active since like, okay, we're not futuristic anymore. They don't have like 100 times optical zoom and a sniper rifle that can hit a mile away. So the snipers do have to be a lot more active. And the sniper class is actually important now because if I'm not mistaken, I saw a guy shoot through the engine block of a car and disable it from running anymore, which is amazing for the fact that now there's that a sniper rifle can do that where a SMG really can't. Then I pop up another video where I see the guy doing exactly what I don't want to see, which is what Assassin was talking about with, let's run that side-loading SMG class for an hour and a half and then jump in and out. So many things that make me excited for it, but at the same time, there's so many things that I'm iffy on. And it's like really gonna depend on what team I get. Like Assassin was saying, Medic's so important. That's the only class I run. I run Medic for everything. And it's going to be kind of interesting to see if it kind of goes Battlefield 4, where all you have is assault class and a sniper class sitting way off in the distance on a hill where you have 8 guys there not helping the team at all. And the only other thing that I thought was kind of concerning is they kind of need to fix their plane physics a little bit.
Definitely.
It's kind of weird seeing a wing clip a tree because the guy was flying too low, and then the plane just kind of like dips a little bit and rights itself out.
Right.
But no, I almost cried when I saw the this actual alpha gameplay, because we all know that it's almost relatively scripted through a lot of the E3 stuff, but the dogfights that where they were trying to take down the Zeppelin and there was a guy up in there machine gunning at him, that was one of the coolest, most gorgeous things I've seen in a game in a while.
Yeah.
And that's an extremely exciting. So if people don't play this like Call of Duty, don't go into it thinking it's Call of Duty, just busting them with an SMG, thinking that their life will be complete by doing that. I think it's going to be my favorite shooter that I played in a long time.
Yeah. And like what you were just saying about the Zeppelin and that sequence that, in other situations it would almost seem scripted, but then like you're seeing people do it in the alpha. You're seeing, like, I played this at E3 and I don't think it was an alpha stage. I think it was like pre-alpha at E3, but like that happened to me. Like I flew near the Zeppelin. I was like, let me check this thing out. Is it as detailed? Like, are there people sitting in it? Like, can they gun you down? And, I got my ass whooped and I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm not even pissed because that was cool as shit.
It's cool.
Like,
the other thing that I don't know if you guys saw it too, I was kind of like looking for this. Assassin probably saw it with all the crap he was watching today. Like, I'm hoping that the characters aren't randomly generated, because some of the customization that you could pull off with how different these character models look could be amazing. I mean, I see guys wearing like turbans versus guys wearing these different kind of like all the styles of World War I they had sitting in that game. So if they want to do like some better uniform customizations, I think they could really do it instead of just being nameless, faceless soldiers. Like Halo's kind of spoiled us with that.
yes.
Because we hadn't seen it since like Rainbow Six Vegas 2, where you
Right.
could actually like customize your character really well.
Right.
they have the chance to really, really spoil us on this game if they are so inclined. And I'm not going to spoil it for anybody, but I mean, I don't know if anybody's read the file dig that they did through the alpha, but it's looking like it's going to shape up to be a really good campaign and a really well thought out multiplayer.
I mean, it's got everything written. It's got all the signs that it's going to be a good campaign, because now, like, there's actually, a setting, and even in the multiplayer, even in Conquest, you can almost feel like there's a story going on. Even with the climax of, like, taking down the Zeppelin, there's actually, like, a real, like, distinct climax of the match that is, like, a match swinging event that, makes you think back to war times. It's not like, Siege of Shanghai or whatever it is, where you took down the tower at sea. Like, that was the climax event from the old Battlefield, from, what was that, Battlefield 4, right?
Yeah, very scripted Levolution, too, with it, where you could know right where to throw your C4 to make it come down.
Right. Whereas whereas this is, like, it's completely dynamic. It comes down, it doesn't come down in the same spot every time. Completely swing the match, and you almost feel like there's a story already in Conquest. So I tend to agree with you, Zaz, and I didn't read that thing or see that thing you were just talking about, but I mean, I agree with you. I think the writing's on the wall if this is going to be actually a good campaign to Battlefield for once. So.
And I mean, I lit up whenever I read through those all those files, because, like, from the looks of it, the campaign's going to have one of the battles that I wanted the most. That could be cool. But the thing I had to ask, because you got to play it, Inferno, is did you get to do the melee charge?
I tried it and I missed.
Oh, wow. That, like, I lit up when I saw that, with him, just the people screaming, running with a bayonet at somebody.
Yeah.
That is the coolest.
Dude,
I'm so excited for that.
I was so excited for it. Like, I was already excited for going in to play it, and, they had 64 PC setups. I didn't play it on Xbox One. I played it on PC. They had the 64 setups, and, like, I'm already heart bumping, like, so excited to play. And then I get in there and I have the opportunity to do a bayonet charge of somebody right in the back because I saw him poking out a window. And I'm like, right then, like, my nerves, like, I couldn't calm them. I was really excited to, like, do it and see what it looked like and do it myself and be like, like, I was going to do that out loud in the room, too. I was just going to be like, when I landed it. And, of course, like, I charge at him, and for some weird reason, like, he just backed away, and I'm like, fuck. And so then he just turns and guns me down.
The one thing we haven't seen that I want to see, though, is a horse. I am dying to see a horse.
Oh, yeah.
And the saber gameplay, we're a little bit out, but I want to see the horses. I want to see horse gameplay really bad.
Yeah. I hope that's not limited to the single player.
Well, there's customization option for the deluxe.
Oh, okay.
You get a black skin for the horse.
Oh, okay, it's got to be a multiplayer then.
You gonna shoot this one too, Assassin?
You know it. Well, no, I'm not gonna shoot it. I'm gonna go on the battleship, and I'm gonna blow the shit out of it. The battleship.
Oh, Assassin, what's so awesome but sucks for us is that we didn't get in the alpha. Looks so good, Assassin.
That was good.
He let it slip, Inferno.
It's all over Twitter. Anything Battlefield's Twitter says, if you sign up for the enlistment thingy, you get access to beta, in-game content, news.
It's all Assassin's fault.
They said it 3.
A lot of people were pissed they didn't get in because they were like, oh, we entered that enlistment program, whatever it was.
Just another EA disappointment. Chalk it up.
But the alpha's shaping up to be really good, and I think I think they know it's good, because why would you put out a closed alpha and then lift an NDA for people to stream all over the place? They know it's good. They know it's gonna be killer. They know it's what Zaz thinks it's gonna be, like one of the best shooters ever, and I agree. Like, Assassin kind of said it right at the beginning of this topic that, there's a little bit of a recoil issue, and that's the biggest problem I have with the game. But at the same time, it's World War I. They're probably going to alter it from the pre-alpha version that I played at E3 or the closed alpha version that people are playing now. They're probably going to adjust a little bit, and it's going to be awesome.
Recoil, yeah, in which way? That's what I'm wondering. I think Clown's wondering the same thing.
Oh, there's a ton of recoil.
Couldn't you just take the bayonet though and just stab people instead?
You could.
So I could just run around stabbing people. This is
Like,
awesome.
I mean, if it's like a lot of recoil, though, I'm actually kind of happy about that. 'Cause,
Oh, there
like,
is. Yeah, there's a ton of recoil.
I've never really been a fan of that in first-person shooters. The fact that you're firing an AK-47 and the thing barely climbs, like, because it's very unrealistic. Like, so I'm kind of happy with a massive amount of recoil. Like, that
there's a
makes the
ton.
game so much more lovable for me. I really hope they don't change that.
Yeah,
So-
you don't like it then.
Is it going to make it difficult for snipers?
The sniper is, I didn't try that, and I haven't seen a lot of footage on the snipers. Assassin, have you seen a lot of stuff on the snipers? Does it seem like there's a lot of aim issues? Or
From what I've been hearing from people, if you like sniping Battlefield 1, you're going to really love this one.
if you like
Good.
sniping in Battlefield, what?
Or 4. If you really like sniping in Battlefield 4, you're really going to love the sniping in Battlefield 1.
Oh, okay.
Like,
yeah,
it is just so much better.
yeah, I'll like it then. Battlefield 4, I thought sniping was a little easy, so.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's anything really more to say about this. Like, it's awesome. I wish I was in it. I did get to play at E3 though, so boo boo, stick your head and doo doo, assassin. To quote the amazing Daniel Tosh. And so yeah, maybe they'll roll out some more invites. Who knows? Who knows what they're doing? I mean,
Hopefully.
they respond. Did they respond to you, or was it me on Twitter? They responded
They
to somebody on
responded
Twitter.
to you.
And they were like, "Oh, well, there's keep checking here for updates because we're gonna run more like alphas, more betas and stuff." So
Classic push-off message. That's
So-
just code word for go screw yourself.
Yep,
Wait.
there's going to be a beta September, and that's going to be it.
I don't
No,
know.
they
It's a
said
long time between now and September, bro.
They said
Yeah.
soon, so it can't be September, or they lied.
Yeah, but, I mean, they want people to get hyped or whatever, so soon, I mean, could be September, all we know.
Right. So yeah, that's our thoughts about Battlefield 1. I don't think there's really much more to say about it. We've kind of like covered all of it. We've kind of had like a little bromance for it, if you will. And we're really excited about it. You guys should be too. If you're Battlefield fans, you're gonna love it, other than the recoil thing perhaps. But they've added a lot of things to make this, more even for people, like the vehicle thing that we mentioned. That's like the first thing I noticed when I played it. I was like, wow, you can... The two things I noticed when I first, put my hands on the keyboard and mouse was, wow, the spawning is cool because you can see what's going on. You know, like, where you're going to be facing and stuff when you spawn in. And two is that the vehicles are more even. Like, you're not going to get trapped and not have any vehicles and stuff, so... So other than that, I think we're done on Battlefield. Anything else before we move on?
Oh, one thing. They
Yeah,
need
please.
to talk about DLC, because I want to buy the game, but I don't want to buy it if they're going to have premium.
Yeah, they're going to have a premium version, or are they going to call it...
I don't know. They didn't even say anything. The people are thinking that they're going to go free DLC, because Battlefield 4 and stuff's DLC is free, and then it won't split up the community, but then people are like, give us paid DLC.
Yeah, I would be
Well-
shocked if they did free.
I gotta be honest though, but look at the issues with Hardline. The issues were like not a lot of people played the DLC or purchased the DLC, so maybe they are gonna go free to keep the community together.
Right. I noticed before we get off this topic, the J1976 in chat said that it's going to be his first Battlefield. I cannot believe that, sir.
Wow. Get EA access right now. Get on Battlefield 4.
Yes, yes. And that's a good way to practice. I know you also mentioned that you're going to try to practice a little bit before going into multiplayer, J Street. But, yeah, I mean, it's a good way to practice for, $5 a month. Or if you're already a EA access subscriber, I mean, you get access to Battlefield 4. And, it's not exactly the same, but it's close. So, all right, next topic so you stay on time. Just really quick. So EA Access's summer roadmap, speaking of EA Access, good transition. Summer roadmap has been announced, and we all know that you're going to get those early trials for, Madden, NHL, FIFA, that kind of stuff. We already all know that. I mean, we're used to EA Access, especially if you're an Xbox gamer, you're used to EA Access. Everyone knows, free trials ahead of time, 10 hours usually of gameplay. But what's interesting is that they've announced the summer plans for adding games to the vault, and that's what people get excited about because They get games for free, essentially. I mean, you pay the subscription fee, but I mean, you get way more than that amount in value in the vault. So, before I bore you guys to death, let me just say the games. Need for Speed, the new one, is coming next week, right? Tuesday. Is it the 12th of July? As well as Unravel. So Unravel came out pretty recently. When did Unravel come out? I'm going to check.
I want to say January.
February 9th, Unravel came out, and it's coming out, July 12th for free. So, 5 months later. 5 months, almost exactly 5 months later, it's going free in EA Access Vault. So, pretty exciting for people who, waited on that. That is only $10 right now in the summer sale. I almost bought it. Good thing I didn't because I have EA Access. But it is really interesting. It's a cool game, awesome mechanics. So, I mean, you guys should check it out, especially if you're an EA Access member, you definitely should check it out. And then PvZ Garden Warfare 2, which, of course, we can't say enough good things about. That's coming in August 30th to EA Access Vault. So what do you guys think of this, real quick?
Oh man, it's good and it's bitter. It's great and it's sad at the same time. I mean, like, I bought Need for Speed and I bought Garden Warfare 2. So I mean, I kind of feel bitter because even though I bought Need for Speed for like $30, I bought GW2 for like the premium edition, whatever, 60 something, 70 something. So I mean, it's kind of hits me, Yeah. But at least it's keeping it alive at the same time.
Yeah, and games like Titanfall, when that came to EA Access Vault, that game got a new breath of life. You were able to start finding matches again. You didn't sign on and see, like 7 people playing attrition worldwide. And not that PvZ Garden Warfare 2 is having a problem right now with player base, but that is, a game that perhaps by August may start getting left in the dust, unfortunately. That's the kind of era we live in multiplayer gaming, is that, 1 year later, a lot of stuff gets forgotten. Battlefield 4 is really the outlier with that, honestly, on console. And so even like the Call of Duty games like that used to have extreme longevity. Look at Black Ops when that came backwards compatible. Like, they got a huge influx of players. Same thing with EA Access. So, yeah, like you said, Clowns, it's going to keep it alive. So, it's good. I think it's a good thing. Zaz or Assassin on this?
Not really.
Nothing. He has nothing to say on EA Access. Assassin,
Not
what about
really.
you?
I am surprised Star Wars Battlefront's not on there.
Is it even selling well still, or?
I mean, I think right now you can get it for like $20. I mean, I could check, but
You got to think though. I mean, Disney is probably pulling the plug on that right now because it's like specifically licensed.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's actually a decent point because, are they gonna let EA? Is Disney the kind of the type of people that's gonna let, EA offer that game for free?
I would doubt it.
Probably not. Yeah.
Though, GameFly has it for $9 is what I can buy it
$9. Wow.
for. Yeah.
How the
Though I
mighty
am
have
applying
fallen.
a coupon code. So
Okay.
for only $5 though. So that should soften that a little bit.
Right.
but
Sa-
with
Okay.
sorry,
No, good.
but with Star Wars Battlefront, if they put it free, they could sell a lot more season pass because the DLC is so much better
But
than the base game.
people are gonna expect it to be free though with their other stuff out there. How they're going free with DLC.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, that is the one disappointment about that is I actually did want to play Battlefront with Assassin, but realistically, I can probably just pay $4 more to actually get the game
Right.
and not have to pay monthly.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm just defeated my own point.
Nice. Xbox Gen Next in the YouTube chat wants to know, is Need for Speed a good game? And now, I didn't play a lot of it. I only played probably like 4-ish hours of the EA Access trial, if that. Probably not even 4 hours, probably closer to 3. But I know Assassin and Clowns, you guys played a decent amount of it. So would you say Need for Speed's a good addition to this vault? Do you think that's something that people should check out?
Yeah.
Mm.
Ooh, Assassin's on the fence. Uh-oh.
a lot of it was just drifting. It felt like it was like drift here, drift there, hold down the right trigger, drift there.
Yeah.
See, I mean, the way they did this Need for Speed is kind of like a throwback to the old Sega CD and like cinematic style games, like and 3DO cinematic style games. It has a lot of cinematics to it, like a lot of goofy acting that's like really bad that
Yeah.
just makes
Yep.
it kind of fun. So for me, I'd say yeah, it's worth it, man. Definitely.
I mean, it's free, and the crew was also free. I would almost recommend the crew. I can't believe I'm saying this. I feel dirty saying it.
I would pick Need for Speed
Really? Okay.
way over the crew.
Oh, take the crew.
No.
It's cool.
I mean, I'm with you, Zaz, and I'm a huge crew hater. I had a little more fun with the crew than I did with Need for Speed for that little time that I played it.
Yeah, driving across America and then you can quit. And that's all you need to do.
Like Assassin. Sorry.
See, if you hit someone in Need for Speed, you don't do like fucking spins all across like the map. But you'll see that in the crew.
Yeah, I mean that's true. That's true.
That feels more realistic.
Nice. Mooch in the YouTube chat wants to know the speed of the crew. Yeah, we just kind of went over that. I don't know if you asked before or after we started talking about that, but I say the crew. Zaz says the crew. Assassin says Need for Speed. Clowns.
No, I don't know if Moochie's gonna like either one of them, to be honest. I mean, Need for Speed's got goofy acting, and that's the only thing that's really got going for it. If you like those kind of like old school 3DO Sega CD goofy acting stuff, and the crew, man, I couldn't even get into that game. Like, I don't even know where I left off or what's there to do in it.
Mm-hmm.
And like you drive across the country, it's like 20 minutes, and you already passed like 8 states. So I don't know, it's kind of blurred together.
Yeah. I mean, the concept is so cool, but the execution just wasn't exactly the greatest. But I mean, they were both free. I mean, games of gold for the crew and now Need for Speed with EA Access, and I'm assuming a lot of people are EA Access members because the value is just absurd. So, especially if you pay yearly, $30 a year, like it's a no-brainer, people. GKB in the YouTube chat says, I say Forza Horizon 2, don't waste your time on anything else. I mean, I tend to agree with you on that. I mean, Forza Horizon 2 is iconic.
Yeah, I mean, if you want something serious, you can have a lot of fun with your friends. Everybody gets together. Forza Horizon 2 is where it's going to be for any racing game.
Oh, yeah. Great game.
But you don't get that for free with your EA Access like you do with Need for Speed. I mean, if you have the hard drive space, I say just download it, right? I mean, why not, right? Just try it, see if it's for you. For me, I mean, it wasn't necessarily for me, but I mean, I know people who did enjoy it pretty thoroughly, so. All right, I think that's pretty much it for EA Access. I mean, we all know the trials. Those were in the roadmap as well. The the Madden trial, the NHL trial, the FIFA, Battlefield as well. Even though it's not really summer, but that was in there. What else? I think we only have like 1 or 2 more topics to go before we bizounce. Oh, the Ultimate Game Sale. We haven't really talked about that yet. So what do you guys think about the Ultimate Game Sale? You guys disappointed? You guys buy anything from it? You guys think it was pretty good? What do you guys think?
It was all right. I mean, between Clouds and I, we kind of own almost everything.
Yeah, see, that's the problem with people like us, right?
Yeah. So I mean, we got like, what was it? Just Cause. That was like $30 with all the DLC. I mean, that was a good deal. And then if you wanted the Metro games and then the Saints Row games, both like all 4 games were $13.
Well, Assassin, you got to be honest here.
Oh.
Why don't you tell them about Get Out of Hell for $3.75?
That is, if you played Saints Row 4, okay, I know Get Out of Hell is like a DLC standalone type thing to Saints Row 4, but there was nothing new except the location where you're at, and that was it. I mean,
and how fast did you beat Get Out of Hell?
That I'm not too sure, but I did beat it pretty fast. But like the whole game was little mini games that you played in Saints Row 4, but they put those into the story. and then like you saw someone, you got power, then you did like 6 side missions, you did their loyalty, which is like another 6 side missions, you go on the same next person, do that all over again 4 more times or whatever, 4 times in total, and then you killed the boss, and that was it.
Yeah, but I know people who swear by the gameplay in Saints Row 4. So I mean, if Get Out of Hell is more the same of the more of the same essentially, why wouldn't you get it for that price? No.
There's, I guess, but if it was free, I mean,
Nice.
You know what it looks like, man? It looks like they try to make a Mars edition to Saints Row 4, but they messed it up so bad they just called it Hell.
Nice. Come on, man. Oh god. HP North is kind of with you on the hate for Saints Row. Yeah, Assassin, you're not a huge Saints Row fan, are you?
I've only played 4 and Get Out of Hell.
Yeah.
So I definitely started at the worst of
Nice.
the 4.
J Street was hoping for the Tomb Raider season pass to be in the game sale. The Rise of the Tomb Raider one.
I thought it was.
I think it's just the game, no?
I'm gonna look.
I mean, there's like 250 Xbox One deals and even more Xbox 360 deals. So, I mean, we're not going to go through all those, understandably, but we'll talk about, some of the good ones, some of the bad ones. She-Wolf makes a good point in the YouTube chat. She says, Ultimate Game Sale is really for people who are casual gamers. And, hardcores like us, we're lucky if we find 1 or 2 games or 1 or 2 items to buy in that Ultimate Game Sale, because even with the microtransactions included, I mean, it's true. It's true. The casual people, like, they were waiting on those AAA titles. Like, if you waited on Syndicate for 50% off, like, probably a pretty good deal. I mean, could you find it for cheaper on Black Friday? Yes, absolutely. But you might not have had an Xbox One on Black Friday, so you didn't buy it. Or like Arkham Knight, like, I don't recommend that game necessarily, but for 50% off, yeah. Battleborn for 50% off. A lot of people are Battleborn people. I'm not a Battleborn person, but a lot of people are, and 50% off, and that's a fairly recent game that...
I want to chime in here and say that I do think that Doom was on a great sale for digital, because you never seen it that cheap before in digital, so that was a good deal. If you don't have it for AAA, because it's kind of new. Yep. And
definitely.
Flame in the Flood is kind of like one of those indie gems that you can get below like $19, like $13 is what we paid for it. So I mean, there's some good stuff in there.
Yep. I mean, Gears, the Gears 6 car packs are on sale. I mean, those are good if you love those. I don't know. Halo 5 Guardians, for instance, was 50% off. I'm not sure if it still is. I think it is, though. Yeah, yep. So, I mean, Halo 5 for 50% off. I mean, absolutely. What else? I mean, what did you guys think was bad, maybe? I guess we're talking about things that are good deals. We said Just Cause. What was bad?
Get Out of Hell.
Yeah, get Out of Hell. Something that was pretty good. A couple of things, actually, I want to mention that were pretty good that I forgot to mention were the Metro Redux bundle, 75% off if you're a gold member. Like, that's pretty solid. Those games are very, very good. And funny that I say this, but the Monopoly Fun Pack for 50% off, like, those games are fun, man. That's worth it. What didn't get? How about Project Cars Digital Edition for only 25% off for gold members, only 15% off for for regular.
Yeah. That's pretty bad.
Yikes. Assassin, anything else for bad?
I'm looking right now to see if we missed any, but
Assassin would say Unity's bad.
That was a bad game. But I'm surprised Deadpool didn't get a lower price. It's at $30.
Yeah, I'm surprised too. I'm surprised on that one too.
Yeah, that one was a little bit the one I'm upset about is I was kind of on a holdout for Mortal Kombat XL, and if it was like just a little bit cheaper, I think it would make me pull the trigger on it.
Yeah.
And I still just can't. Like a lot of these, I felt like a lot of these were just like a $5 to $10 difference would have been the selling point for me, and that would have been like a great sale. Like I don't think I want to buy Lego Batman 3, the complete one, for like $18. I think I'd rather have it for like 12. It was all those little things. Like I wanted to get a lot of the little like rec packs for Halo. They still just weren't as deep discounted. And then, of course, like you guys were saying, all the stuff that would be great, I already have. Fallout 4 is a great price. If you don't have the Dragon Age Inquisition with the Game of the Year, or not Game of the Year, but Deluxe, whatever it was, for $16, that's stupid not to have.
Phenomenal deal, yeah.
That's like a $350 game, or hour game.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yep.
$1.
I mean, with all the content, I mean, it's worth a
Yeah.
lot more than $16, so.
And even though we weren't a big fan of it, a lot of people like Life is Strange, and that's on sale for a pretty good price.
Yep.
$6 for the season pass.
And then you see the things like Call of Duty Ghosts for $20, and I'm like, really? Who cares?
Yeah.
Like,
Point. Same, and the Ghosts, like the digital hardened edition. Like, come on. man.
$40? Are you kidding me? Like, that's ridiculous.
But then you get Black Ops 3 for 40% off, and that's the most recent game. You got Ghost that's almost 3 years old, and that one's still at 20 or whatever. Come on.
It's like, go home, Activision.
Exactly.
You don't know what you're
Go
doing.
home. Sasson, what are you gonna say?
I'm surprised. Where is it? GTA. I mean, that game is like a remaster. It's been out for a few years. It's still $36.
Game will never devalue as
Yes.
hard as you try.
Yeah, that's the problem. I'm with you on that. I mean, that still seems a little high, but it's like almost like a Nintendo title
right?
in that regard. That it's just never gonna
Rockstar
drop.
is Pokemon. I mean,
Yes.
you don't. I'm shocked we were able to get Red Dead for $7. I
Yes.
thought it was going to be $20. It's incredible.
Agreed. So yeah, not really much more to say about that. Just check out the deals. I mean, it's only going on till the 11th, so you only got like 4 more days to check them out. And like She-Wolf kind of alluded to, and like we've talked about, if you're a hardcore gamer, you probably have a lot of this stuff, but there may be, a nice deal here or there that may get you on a game that you weren't going to try, like Party Hard for 33% off. Party Hard's a great game. Like, I love that. And I'm guessing that a lot of people, might have passed on it because it's an indie or because of how weird it is, but with 33% off, you may be convinced and may find out you like it. So, stuff like that. So yeah, the Ultimate Game Sale. Clowns, anything else to say about it?
I was just gonna say, I mean, if you have kids, the Lego games are a great pickup at the price they are right now.
Oh yeah, 50% off for a lot of them. 75% off for the Marvel superheroes. That one was pretty good. Even the Marvel Avengers one, that's the most recent one, right? Marvel Avengers. I mean,
Yep.
not anymore. The Force Awakens is the most recent one now, but Marvel Avengers, it's the second most recent, and that's 30% off. So it's a good deal. So yeah, a lot of good deals to be had. It's just a lot of people that listen to our show and a lot of people that we know are just already have a lot of digital games. So yeah.
One more thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Overwatch should have been part of this sale. Should have been
Oh,
like 75% off. That would have been the perfect price for that game.
You are ridiculous.
yeah, right.
I used to be an Overwatch believer, but I got to say, I joined Team Assassin and Team Mooch on this Overwatch.
Don't do that.
I find it kind of like boring now. I'm not gonna lie. Got to be honest. I just find it so played out.
Well, if you have like 2 game modes and that's it kind of gets very boring.
Right.
It's ridiculous with how good you are at it, Assassin, that you would dislike it.
I hate Ghosts, and I was good at Ghosts.
It's just a waste of talent, it feels like.
It is a waste of talent. I agree. Speaking of Overwatch, we're going to get to this last topic and then get out of here really quick because we're not going to spend a lot of time on this because it's just speculation, but new character for Overwatch? Already, Zaz? Yep.
No. Can we just skip this new character?
Just real quick, Zaz, I want your opinion on this new character. Apparently a sniper-esque kind of character, a little bit of Mercy's healing powers, maybe healing people from really far away. What do you say about this?
I've been like, the moment I saw that, I was like, oh, that's the assassin redeemer. That's what's gonna get him finally loving Overwatch.
There you go.
Healing sniper. I think it's a good idea, but it feels it feels exactly like they're taking a page from Evolve. Like, that's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's really good that they are already working on a character, though. You don't want to do a Siege situation where you let that game go for 4 months without doing anything, and then nobody cares about it anymore.
Yeah, it's all about the support for these games, and like Assassin's kind of saying, like, there are people kind of jumping off the bandwagon and being like, oh, well, there's nothing new yet, and they said there's going to be new stuff, and so they need new characters and to keep people interested, I feel. So,
the last person that we spoke to who was a huge Overwatch supporter. His name is Wes, and every time we hear him play that game, all it is complaints.
Yeah, it's bitching. Yep, I agree.
Non-stop complaining.
Yep.
So that tells me something right there.
Zaz, these people, man.
I know, they can get it back. I mean, look at Inferno is the angriest person I've ever seen on Overwatch, and he still
I'm still loving
likes
it. Yep.
I have never seen anybody so close to rage quitting. Actually, wait, that one night we were playing when we kept getting Death Blossomed, we did rage quit.
Yes,
I forgot about that.
Yes,
we
we
rage
did.
quit.
See, when you have the Death Blossom on your team, it changes the whole situation.
Yeah, I mean, you start to enjoy it, right?
Yeah, well, what you do is you just may your way out of it, you ice wall, and you move on with your day. It's just adapting. It's all making us better people playing this game.
Mm-hmm.
You learn. It's just like Siege. Let's not abandon it when it needs us.
Assassin, I did learn something from Assassin. It's called the uninstall option for Overwatch.
You guys are absurd.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, too. What a waste of talent, because Clowns is a great Reinhardt, and Assassin is a great Mercy, and it just feels wasteful. Like, I'm still, like, dying to get on competitive mode with you guys.
Yes.
Like, don't bandwagon. I know Assassin was the original, but Clowns, we need you on this team.
We do.
I got to support Team Assassin on this.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Out of spite, I'm jumping off of ESO and going on to Overwatch forever now.
All right.
No.
Spite move.
See, Clowns, Overwatch is like the Matrix. We have to go in and wake these people up. And welcome to the real world.
Keep me asleep, bro. Keep me sleeping, then.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, Assassin. We got to try really hard on this.
Yeah.
Jaded.
All right, well, we'll stop talking about Overwatch then. I mean, we don't know much about the character, so we'll talk more about it when it actually comes out for real. But yeah, just speculation a little bit at this point, but it looks cool so far. But I'm with you, Zaz, on that. Taking a book from Evolve kind of thing. I'm not a huge fan of it, and if the offensive abilities aren't strong because it's got a heal gun from a mile away, then I'm not for it at all. But
well, if they're taking a page from Evolve, they can make it free to play.
Oh, snap. Yeah.
Overwatch.
That was good. I like that.
2.
All right, and with that, we are done, people. We are done. Wrap it up. We are done. Thank you, everyone, for coming by. Special thank you to Zaz. You're a trooper. You grabbed the call while on the phone. I mean, in the car. So on your phone. So thank you for joining us this evening, talking to us about these topics. And yeah, when the Pokemon Go thing happens, we will definitely have to have you on again.
And the secret to a longer Xbox One life is uninstall Overwatch.
Oh, Jesus, man.
Don't even with me right now, Clowns.
All right, well, follow us on Twitter. Most importantly, Twitter and YouTube, I'd say at this point. Twitter is where you can find all of our updates on accurate showtimes if we change like we did tonight. Sometimes we have scheduling problems, so we do have to change. We're sorry about that, but if you miss it because of that, please do check us out on YouTube. You want to follow us or subscribe, I should say, on YouTube at gaming.youtube.com/4GwQPodcast. If you're watching us live right now on Twitch or on YouTube, thank you guys so much for coming by, keeping the chat active. We really appreciate all the support. Definitely like the video if you've watched and you've been liking it. And make sure you follow us on Twitter. I didn't say the handle. It's 4GwQPodcast. And on Facebook, 4GwQPodcast, that Facebook handle. Follow us on there as well. Twitch, I think Twitch, we may kind of move off Twitch in terms of streaming the podcast. We may continue to stream it on there, but we're getting way more viewers on YouTube at this point. So, I don't know. We'll see what we can do.
You know what? I'm thinking we should run a contest. Like some type of contest for take snaps of uninstalling Overwatch and maybe win something.
Oh, from the people who still had Division loaded.
Yeah, exactly.
Get out of
yeah,
here.
people who just play the Division DLC when we know what that was all about. Thanks a lot.
Still more content than Overwatch.
Oh, don't even lie.
Find our website, 4GwQPodcast.com, reviews, articles, past episodes. If you want to catch them on there instead of going to YouTube or whatnot, definitely do so. And, of course, hit us up all individually. Follow us on Twitter, Xbox, Twitch, YouTube, all that kind of stuff. So, other than that, we'll see you guys later next week. Peace out.